Jordan, obviously a difficult result today. Can you kind of sum up how you feel after that one?
Yeah, disappointing. I think I don't think we've done ourselves justice in terms of showing things we're good at. And obviously winning football matches. To lose at home is disappointing, no matter who it's against. Obviously there's factors for that. We're playing a championship full-time championship team who've come up here and they've done a really good job on us. So yeah, that's disappointing. Just disappointing is the main feeling. I think we could have done better than that on and off the ball. And yeah, we've now got to pick ourselves up because we've got a 3-day turnaround to play another one.
Yeah, obviously you just said there it doesn't get any easier now going down to Fir Park on Tuesday night. How are you feeling now going into that one?
Yeah, we've got to show a reaction. We've done it last year. We lost the first game here last season against a championship outfit, and we recovered it pretty well. In the group and took a lot of positives out of the group phase. So yeah, we have to do the same again. There obviously was positives today. Ollie gets his goal, Seb gets a goal. It's been a long time coming, and the boys get more real competitive. We've only had three fixtures before this. You can never match that competitive output that we got today. So yeah, there's lessons to be learned. Especially some game management and just some things that the boys can take away and we can all take away and look to improve on.
And it felt watching that maybe Jason's presence at the back was kind of missed. You'll have him back on Tuesday. That should be a boost. No offence, of course, to Caleb and playing.
No, I think that was obvious for everyone. We did struggle defensively. At times with maybe the physical presence and yeah, look, we've put that together today. But I think if you probably right through the team, we've probably never done enough. But yeah, defensively. We did to concede 4 goals, like I said, it was disappointing. And yeah, just to manage them as well. I thought we started the game pretty well in the first 5-10 minutes. Then a few opportunities. Donny had an opportunity. Andy had one that he almost played to Donny. And the goals we conceded were just poor. To concede from the second one from a set piece after getting back in the game. And coming out at the start of the second half, we never done enough second half. They get a third goal. And then the fourth one, actually, we had a moment, I think Seb had the ball in our box, in their box at 3-1. And it just breaks, and yeah, just maybe not that that defensive stability that we've had, and again Jack Newman I thought was excellent today again. He made a few really good saves, so yeah, just the whole thing. But it's game 1, and there's loads to take from that and look to bounce back on.
And a couple of new signings getting some more minutes as well. A debut for Niall McGinn. You've obviously got a couple more players, but the core of the squad's still here. How are you thinking the new players are getting on and fitting in with your core that you still have?
It is, yeah. I mean, the importance of us keeping that core was massive. The relationships we've built, what we've done last season. Every one of that boys at stage, wants to improve and kick on again. And adding new ones to the group was great. Obviously I mentioned Jack Newman there. Niall comes on today, makes his debut, which is great to get involved. He's obviously only had 1 session with us really. Plus some runs during the week there, so it'll take a wee bit of time to get up to speed, but it was great to get him on. Guff as well, he joined up late as well, back from holiday and a wee illness. So yeah, him getting in, and I think he showed some nice touch of quality today as well. And when he did come on, so it'll be good to get them integrated into the group, and yeah, just to get a real reaction from that today, and take lessons from it that we can then use going forward. Going to a Premier League team is going to be even harder than that. So we'll dust ourselves down. We'll go again and see what Tuesday brings.
And Kieran Dunn went down late on there, holding his knee. Have you got any idea what the story is there?
So I mean, we're hopeful. It's an impact injury, but again, Dunn is massively important for what we do here. So hopefully it is just an impact one, and it's not too serious. But I think with Tuesday in mind, it'll probably be a no. But we'll see how he recovers and keep everything crossed. Because I think it's a bit of deja vu. We lost a player here in the first game of the season last year as well. So hopefully it's not long term, and we can get that. 'Cause out with that, the squad fitness wise, injury obviously fitness wise will come. I think you can tell out there today that probably off the ball it's more evident that we need to do a bit more, and that will just come with games. We've only had a couple of weeks, so yeah, just hopefully he out with that. There's not been as many injuries as such. Dev Wilson's coming back, and he's done a bit today again. So yeah, we'll get the squad group together and see what we've got.